Okay, a few more things about the sections, and we're going to do a stair section, but let me back up over here to um, my dining room. What I did is I pulled them in and I created the breaks before I dimensioned, which meant I can't get it to edit the dimension text. So I'm going to have to apply text labels up the side or just text notes if you run into that. The fix, let's see, where are we at? I closed it. Okay, so let me go bedroom 3. The fix is to go to your section view, apply your view template, then dimension this chain, and be sure you're picking the actual components that you're dimensioning to and not some other line. Then do the breaks and edit the text first. Do these, edit the text to add the suffix or the extra notes and things. Then do the section breaks. Okay, and that way you can align things and move things around and stuff like that. Now on this one, bedroom number 3, because I closed first floor. Let me go back to first floor. It's here. There's no way to get it out of a window if we're going to go through the wall right here, which is where I believe that detail is located at. Just from looking at the way it's drawn, because the clapboard wall is directly over a brick wall, so that would be here. I placed it there, and you can see I made the far clip line on it really small. So make your changes and pin that in place. And let's see, bedroom 3. You may have to unpin it to edit and make these things. And it's going through the window, but we're not dimensioning or doing any notes on the window. If you hide the window in the view, it doesn't show the wall on the other side of it. So we're just going to work around the window. We're not doing any notes about the window. So I think all that kind of stuff will work okay. All right, now back to this one. And you may have to hide some things in your view. Let's see. Yeah, say like on this one, the cornice return and the subfascia is showing up from further away. I couldn't get it out of the cut plane or the far clip, so I just hid that stuff in my view. Okay. Installation, that's pretty self-explanatory on doing those things. Now, if you remember last semester, I did a repeating detail of carpet. You just load your standard carpet detail, and then you can create a repeating detail of it. I had to rotate it, do some things like that. This one is just carpet pad. Placed it down, did the repeating on top of that, brought in a base mold, put that in. Because in this particular section, there is carpeting in those rooms. So I went ahead and put those in. Okay. And you can copy these notes from another section. You could, if you get your garage all fixed up, you can select 1 or 2 or 3, control clicking. You can select them and control C to copy. Come here, control V to paste. And it all pastes them all in like one clump. So then you have to move them around and get them lined up right. Okay. Or as you've done it on the first floor, you can like choose this one. You can copy it just using the regular copy command, choose a base point, and you can copy it up and drop it in place. Okay. And so that, I mean, the garage and the dining room section, it's just a matter of doing the work. And you may have to hide your why is that? I'm gonna have to look at that. Why is that? Oh, that's in the dining room. That's the dining room drop ceiling. It doesn't show that on the drawings, but I'm going to put a note in there for that. Um, you may have to hide your 11-inch floor system that we've got in here, the void floor. If that's showing up, you want to hide that in the view. All right, now we're going to do a section through the stairs. And I put it in on my basement floor, okay? I put it through the stairs, and I've got it showing back toward the wall, so it's not going to pick up the handrails. And we're going to kind of do some manipulations here to kind of pull our crop region in. Okay, we're going to hide some things in this view, like we don't need to show this wall and that door back there. So we'll be doing some hiding things here. We don't need to, oh, that's the wall. Okay, so we can pull our crop region in a little bit more. That one, yeah, I don't know, no. What happens if we hide that? Let's see. I don't know. I have to play with this and see see what happens with some of this stuff. Or because let's try. Let me go back one more so that door's out. Okay, let's change our clip. I put it on basement floor. And let's pull the clip back out to just inside of the wall surface. Hey, what do you know? That looks beautiful right there. Okay, now I know it's reversed from what the drawings, our paper drawings have, but if we do it the other way, we got handrails and we don't have the closed stringer showing like we would have on here, like they show on the details. So we're going to go with this, dimension it as best you can, and notes as it shows in the drawing, and we're just going to leave it one vertical, and we're going to create a second sheet A7. Let's see, I got it open here. That will have the bedroom number 3 in it. And we may have to change our scale. Yeah, we'll have to change the scale for this one. So we'll have to come back in here and edit that part. We may go with 3/4. Let's see how this 3/4 look. I think that looks better. We'll go there. If you can get the notes and the dimensions in with that, then we'll go with that. Okay. And then get those all of those things fixed up, and that should, man, that should do it for sections right there. Oh, after you're done with all your sections, go back into your floor plans, and what we're going to do, basement floor print, any section that we are not showing, you want to hide. Okay, so we've got these three, and really the stair section, I think we can hide it after you've made all your modifications to it. I want to hide that. Okay. Now, as far as sections that you've got on in your plan, we've been creating sections all over the place, doing things, moving things around. If you click on it and go into that section and look at it, and if you don't see any dimensions, now I've already deleted a lot of mine, But you remember how some of them we did dimensions, on the cornice and when we're doing those kinds of things. If you don't see any dimensions in your drawing, then you can delete that section. And I'm going to delete that one. Sometimes it'll give you a warning, sometimes it won't. Okay, because if you got dimensions in it, then we don't want to delete it. Okay, so let me go to second floor. All I've got showing are those three. Okay, those four. And so we just want to clean it up so we don't have, like 100 zillion section callouts in our floor plans when we get ready to print. Because once we get them done and get them set, we're cool with it. We don't need them anymore. And then check your elevation views. Because we want to set our view template for elevation so it shows no sections. Okay, so we're not doing those anyway. So, okay, so this is sounding pretty good, and I think I think we're looking good with it. And that should be it for this week. You'll have one sheet with elevation, 2 elevation drawings on it, and then 2 sheets with section drawings. If you got questions, shoot me an email. Come see me.